Hello, my dear Gemini. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between June 16 and June 30, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Zero Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. And I call the Divine with love and light. And I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Gemini viewers. So I want my dear Gemini to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. I also want to take the chance to tell you that the Sun in Gemini is opposing Saturn moving retrograde in Sagittarius. So the day until Sun moves into Cancer will be extra fiery with Gemini-Sagittarius combination, air-fire. The Sun will continue opposing Saturn in Sagittarius when it moves into Cancer. And the Cancer-Sagittarius combination represents the Chariot. 2 opposite forces that need to be brought together to get your show on the road. Also June 21st we will have the midsummer solstice over the tropical of Cancer, sorry. And June 24th we will also have the new moon in Cancer, joined there with the Sun, Mercury and Mars. So Venus will be in Taurus this period, and Neptune, Pluto and Saturn is still retrograde, and Jupiter is moving direct since June 10 in Libra. For you Gemini, June 21st, Sun and Mercury moves out and Moon moves through 22nd to 23rd of June. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds. So my dear Gemini, this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past. So the now is probably the second part of June 2017, but whenever you watch this, it's probably the exact right time to see it. You can also watch this reading several times during this period. As time progresses, you might know more about what I'm talking about here. So first we have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is Leo in Jupiter. We have had the Leo North Node moving into Leo. 6 of Wands is about finding your way forward, finding your way towards your goal. This is you becoming the hero of the story. The temple here is your body that's fully illuminated by your soul. This is a white horse, known feelings. It's also a shield here with the emblem of a dragon. You have the divine protection. Symbol for Neptune, your feelings are being held high in glory, so they are having a very important part of your journey. They kind of give you the direction from where to go. So 6 of Wands is beautiful messages. It's also about making win-win situations with other people, getting along, trying to communicate in a way that people can understand, and we can almost see the masses here cheering for this hero, either returning or going out into battle. The red here is talking about passion, and as I said, white horse is you know something, even, and here I think you also recognize this for yourself, that you actually know this, what you want and what you truly want to have and experience in your life. We also have a Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is a fiery child. It might be the inner child of another person. It might be a young person, like under the age of 21. Both those cards is about messages. So it might be that a fiery person have tried to communicate with you in some kind of win-win kind of matter. coming with a message, coming with adventure your way. This might also be your inner child wanting adventure, want to have things happening in their lives. We can see the wand here is a rainbow wand. It's contain a lot of different aspects of the light. The dragon symbol again. So, and either you or another person in your life are very much being guided by the divine. So you might be reached by divine messages, or you have been reached by divine messages in maybe May or early June. For some of you watching in early June, this might be have happened just recently or happening right now. Here we had the moon, so it seems like there might be something scary with this message for you. Maybe it's too much, maybe it's too maybe it's kind of too happy, or it's too much adventure or too much fun in like too much for you. just this, because this is kind of very fiery, and it's very hasty moving, and maybe this is freaking you out. It might be someone coming with an offer to you, or giving some kind of suggestion that's actually scaring you. This is kind of Leo, and this is Cancer energy. So with the moon, sometimes when we are challenged with new and adventurous things, we get really scared. We like to be in our comfort zone, and we know what we have, but we don't know what we'll get. But it seems like this message here is some kind of test for your bravery, to see how brave you are, and to see if you are up for it, if you want to live your life fully, or just live a little part of it. With the moon card, it's when we connect to our adventurous social nature, we also risk being hurt. So we can be very scared of this, and therefore we want to stay in our comfort zone and not tag along with adventure when it calls us. Adventure doesn't have to be traveling or doing like mountain climbing or something like that. It can be just taking the next step in a relationship, taking a career opportunity, or taking some kind of chance that's being offered to you. And it seems like you are scared about this. This is the entrance to the netherworld, or to the enchanted forest, which we need to go through, like kind of naked and pure and honest, and without so much protection. We need to expose ourselves to danger or to adventure if we want to live a full life, if we want to grow, if we want to be able to grow past our own inner limits. You are being offered something limitless here, or you are offering something limitless to another person, and maybe that's freaking them out. We'll see. The next card is a page of coins. This page of coins is probably you, because air sign people have been working very hard to get themselves grounded and to be more stable and not think so much. So the past year you have been becoming more pure and honest, knowing more about who you are and what you want, and not be so protective anymore, but actually becoming more more open. But that doesn't mean you are not scared. So we have here a little fire page and a little earth page, and the moon in between. So it might be that there has been some kind of misunderstanding between two people. Maybe you think that this wasn't an offer at all, but that person were going on to their own adventure without you. But I think it was a solid offer. The Six of Wands, the person wants to make a win-win situation. They might not have been like ready to stay where you are, but I don't think they wanted to move into the future without you. So some illusions between two people here, and it seems like it's touching your inner children. It's touching your most vulnerable place inside of you. So this might go back to childhood experience. This child wants something that they didn't get from their growing up environment, and you want something that you didn't get from your growing up environment, and it's kind of clashes here. So both of you are probably scaring each other with your behavior. You are being scared probably by this offer, and I will see what the other person might be scared of. Okay, here we have the Page of Swords. That's it can be three people, of course, but I know that you have been working very hard to become more pure and honest and be willing to show more sides of yourself and to work towards spiritual growth and things like this. The Page of Swords is usually, it's a very visionary child. It's too adult for its age, and it knows very many things, sometimes more things than the grown-up actually do. So they kind of challenge the grown-ups. That's the same thing with the Page of Wands. It's both those children. It's very revolutionary. It's leader kind of quality children. Both are this one leads with fire and creativity and visions, and this one also is very visionary, but a little bit more suspicious and more careful, and not so eager to take on any challenge before they have really think things through. So it might be three people as well. There might be three people. It might be some kind of deception, and it might be that you have a person on the side, maybe an earth person, and maybe the fire person doesn't really know about this, so that's the illusions is upon them. But it's really, it's a really beautiful energy here, and for most of you this will be two parts of yourself. And I think that the Page of Wands is scared about your more careful side, that you need to think twice and maybe 100 times before you can make a decision. You have this Gemini thing going on. This might be a good thing, but then we have this to consider, and if we do this, this will happen. And it's this personality split that we sometimes see with Gemini, and this might be scary for your more fiery person. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. It can be any person that have tried to get you tag along on something. But sometimes it's the other way around, that you have tried to get someone to tag along with something, and they are more scared and careful and vulnerable. The Page of Coins is not really leadership material. They more want to, they have a mission and they want to get it done. They don't have to be the troop leader. They are very willing to learn and to see how other people are doing things and mimic this to get their mission done. They are not so much, it doesn't have to be like their way. So it might also be that you are scared that this fiery person that has many ideas for your future might overtake the whole stage, and that you will just tag along and be like the third wheel or something. But it's very childlike here. So I think you have come to the root of some problem in a relationship or in a family situation. The roles that we are playing in our relationship and family, or at the workplace as well. This can also, of course, also represent three children. One children being very fiery and rather brave, and not thinking maybe so much about consequences, because they are problem solvers, so they can solve any problem that come along. The Page of Coins wants to see how other people do things and try to do the same. They are very sweet and unconditional with their love, pure and honest, a little bit stubborn. The Page of Swords is one that watches. They are a little bit suspicious about other people, and they really want to watch from afar how things are going to go down before they make a decision. And they have the Two of Swords here. Two of Swords is kind of waiting and making a decision in the last moment, and sometimes then it's too late. Sometimes we need to be quick with taking chances. There might also be a fire person that have two suitors and not knowing how to choose. That can be one thing. underneath the Six of Wands, we now have the Eight of Wands. So this energy is kind of intensifying. Now, before they might have been like, I'm going to do this with or without you. But with the Eight of Wands, I think they really want you to tag along. And Eight of Wands is also Sagittarius energy. It's target oriented. This little fire page doesn't want to give up on their goal. So there's still some interesting news that might be coming in. With the Eight of Wands, it might also be traveling or hasty messages back and forth, maybe texting back and forth. It might also be that, because with the Page of Wands, it's like a person that want a little bit more broader social life. So it might indicate that you are broadening your social life, maybe going on internet dates or communicating with people over internet or phone. Eight of Wands is also a card for making amends or asking for forgiveness or trying like even more to fix a situation. We'll see what's the next card here. It's the Three of Swords. Okay, so I think this energy still wants to fix things, but starting to give up hope. So this might be like the last chance for you right now to actually tag along, or it might be the last chance for someone else to tag along with you. The Three of Swords is when you have given so much to a situation and you didn't get this thing in return, and it starts to resemble something that you have been through before. Three of Swords is usually a rather ancient hurt, and it might also be a love triangle of some sort. And the joke is kind of on this page that's is having so many dreams here for this situation. Dreams also with the Moon card, but it's here bringing to illusions instead. We'll see the centerpiece. The centerpiece is an Eight of Coins. That's a very good card in this situation. That's room for solutions. If people come together here and really try to discuss things and talk things through and really tell the other person how they are feeling, and then these kind of mistakes or illusions or what kind of misunderstanding that might have been might be solved. Eights are eternity symbols, so it might not be the time to let go of a certain situation, relationship, work situation, family member, friend. It might be a chance here to actually be able to talk it out. There might have been some misunderstanding between people here with the Moon splitting you apart. So if you would actually talk honestly and truthfully, the Eight of Coins kind of holds the same energy as the Page of Coins, really trying to do something that's good for everyone, and not trying to win over another person or take power, but actually really try to understand them. And it seems like you have the same energy here from this side, but it's more having the smell of an ultimatum, because either you tag along or you are left behind, or the other person tag along, and if not, they are left behind. It's going to be different for different people. It depends on which part of the yin and yang you took on when you went down here. But this is two eights, and the Three of Swords is in between. So it might, you need to clarify something, and it might be like some kind of triangle where it doesn't have to be a love triangle. It can be that people are talking like talking with each other, like those two are talking with each other, but they don't share this with this one, or those two are talking and don't share it with this one, so it gets like mixed up and misunderstandings. It might be also that you as Gemini, your two sides doesn't really talk well with each other either, so you don't really know what you want. Maybe you are split in this, but the eights are kind of saying that there's still a chance to fix things here. Underneath the Page of Coins is the King of Coins. So this energy is growing, and it's growing very hastily. It might be a third party involvement, a Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo person being involved in this situation. It might also be you growing up to the task. This is one person taking responsibility, being the grown-up of the situation it really needs, because it's only children here. So if you have been working hard to take in your earth qualities, being able to be more stable, less dramatic, more oriented towards solution instead of maybe winning, this could be your energy, that you are actually growing to the task here and taking some responsibility for fixing this and overcoming this gap here, this sadness and sorrow that has come into this situation. The last card underneath the Page of Swords is the Gemini card. So we have now both the King of Coins, Capricorn, and Gemini. So still for some of you there will be a love triangle of some sort, and it seems like this is the one that's in the darkness or doesn't know. But it might also be that this one is the one deceiving and having two partners. In other case, this is still you and your two different sides that has grown up a little bit. This has gone to the King of Coins, but this is a Knight still. So Knight are more curious, they are more vivid, they are more explosive. Knight of Swords, Gemini, is also known to jump into conclusion, to think that they have calculated everything just right. But look with your other archetype, maybe you can get this side to have a broader picture and not jump so hasty into conclusions and thinking that people are out to get you, or it might be that you are judging too hastily in a matter. The Knight of Swords is having a lot of imagination, being able to see the dangers ahead, also being able to see the possibilities. We see the feathers here in the hat, and here's wings coming out of the ears and two birds of prey. So I think that you can be able to look at this situation from a very logic point of view, but try to not be so protective, try to not be so much in your ego, try to see if you can get some kind of cooperation with other people in your life. Maybe there's a really big misunderstanding here, that's there's still a possibility to overcome this. But I don't think you can expect so much more from this person. They are very hurt. So they are not going to help you fix things. If you want to have things fixed, it needs to come from you. It needs to come here from you, and you might have a rival as well. For some of you it will be like this. The next card here is the Future. So here you have a Seven of Cups. So this energy that was so very aimed and directed towards a goal has been split in a Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is when you no longer know what you want. And it might also be that, as I said, internet dating or a lot of dating and flirting, and now there's a lot of options here for this probably this more fiery energy. And how to choose now. First they were so goal oriented. They still have the sun here. This is the rays of the sun in the middle. So but they might have got more opportunities, but it feels like it's not really what they wanted. And it's coming here, you see, from the Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, the Moon and Seven of Cups is kind of the same cards, but this is minor arcana and this is major arcana. Illusions, not knowing your own feelings, not knowing where to go, and also having the suspicious of someone on the brink of betraying you, or already feeling very betrayed. So whatever chance you had here with this fire energy, it seems to very hastily evaporate into just mist and fog and illusions. Maybe they are losing the picture that they once had about this goal. Maybe the goal isn't as interesting anymore, or maybe they have given up on something, or you have given up on something. Here's the 3 of coins, and it comes here with a page of coins, 8 of coins, 3 of coins, and it comes underneath the 3 of swords. So it might be that the fire entity is going to comfort themselves with the earth person, or that there's still a chance, because the 3 of coins is much like the 8 of coins. It's a little bit different. 3 of coins is like already having the recipe on how to fix this. 8 of coins is trying to find out how to fix this, because here you're very sure, but then things happens and you get a little bit more challenge and a little bit more problems, and you need to go even deeper into the matter. But here, this is with the 3s a little bit more easy energy. So it might be that a page of wands here, sorry, will choose some more easy way out, or concentrate on another project that's more easygoing and not so complicated, maybe. And it seems there's an earth energy going here, right over this reading. And here you have also a 7 of coins. So 7 of cups, 3 of coins, and 7 of coins. Nothing really happens here. No one is really taking the opportunity. No one is really taking like the one's foot in front of the other and moving towards the solution. It seems like people are so mixed up with their feelings, so mixed up with what they actually wanted, and disappointed on this not coming to a full conclusion. It seems like chances are being lost here, and there's going to take time probably before something else comes and gives you like this touch of adventure in your life again. It seems like you will aim more energy towards work or mundane everyday tasks. This fire energy that once were here, it's evaporating in the mist of disappointment, and then there seem to be just work or trying to overcome something or have patience with something and hoping that things will kind of sort out by its own accord. And here you also have a 5 of cups. So this page of coins, king of coins, it seemed that it's going to be like a big disappointment. You see the light is coming in here from the right corner. So it seems like a masculine energy can change this, like a masculine undertaking or a masculine approach to this. Actually, action would fix things here. The light is coming in from this side, but it might be that it's still those heartbroken cards here. So maybe you are being replaced with some other in the relationship, or your friend is getting more close to another friend, or maybe another person at work is getting the promotion that you hoped for, or you are going to make someone else very disappointed because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want to do. You can't make like a firm decision. Maybe you're hesitating here with this energy. You can't see clearly the future, so you don't know how to react or how to act or how to decide, and nothing will be. It will be just a mess here, and this is just for the lack of action, for the lack of communication, for the lack of taking responsibility. The King of Coins and the Eight of Coins could be a lifesaver in this situation. If you are acting more like this, taking responsibility, taking the bull by the horn and saying, okay, so we will deal with this, we will fix this, we will work this out. But it seems like no one will. The offer came here and it was kind of neglected, and it's like the gold turns to sand here. It's just running out. Time is running out. Opportunities is running out, and it's just because of lack of action. And here we have a Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is also Gemini. It's this, if someone has been cruel to you in the past, you expect them to be cruel in the future. If you have been hurt in a certain situation in the past, you will also be hurt in the same situation in the future. So I think this is coming from your lack of bravery. You don't want to expose yourself, you don't want to show yourself vulnerable, you don't want to take a chance, you don't want to risk anything, and instead everything is just turning to sand, everything is just turning to tears here, and like maybe not a cold, but at least a lonely summer, like a summer without this opportunity that were just knocking at your door. I need to take a card for this to see how we can actually... There's an Eight of Coins here in the center. Eight of Coins is talking that there's a solution to this problem. So I want to see what the solutions to this problem for a Gemini, so it doesn't have to be this cold and lonely summer and gold that turns to sand. Oh, we have the Alchemist card here. So he has the sun symbol in the forehead. So I think what you know already, what you need to do, you just don't want to do it because you fear the consequences. You fear maybe your ego being bruised. There's a doorway here. There's bridge still there, connection still being there. And here is the thing that he is working on so relentlessly, trying to make lesser metal into gold. But what's happening here is instead the other way around. Maybe you have focused too much of what's in it for you instead of what you can give. I think this is the matter. This is actually a rather nice card. I have seen it before. This deck is very new to me, so I haven't seen all of the cards. I like them to be a little bit of surprise, but this one I have seen before. It's goals, a dedication and process. When we are motivated by goals that have deep meaning, by dreams that need completion, by pure love that needs expressing, then we truly live life. This card is a reminder to stay focused on the goal and to continually apply the required self-discipline. It will be worth it in the end. So if you really want something, you should actually show it. And no man is an island. You are not supposed to be alone just to keep your pride here. This person has sacrificed so much, and it would be like a waste to just see this all slipping through his fingers. And it's what's about to happen here. So I want to take another card to see if we can get some more advice. We have kind of the Magician here, so, and it's two rings here, some kind of connection, a bird, a peace dove, and also a triangle. So you need to use your connecting abilities, maybe your charm, Trinity, working on this, like really putting in some effort. Peace negotiation might be very crucial at this time. Also using your like your higher self to solve this issue. I will read a little bit from this card as well. 25. Misleading, illusion, and confusion. This is what I've seen. Maybe you have tried to. Maybe you or another person have played some kind of game that backfired. And now no one knows really what the other person is thinking, and you're too far apart to try to mend it. Do not be misled by what you see around you or be influenced by what you see. You live in a world which is a playground of illusions, full of false paths, false values, and false ideals. But you are not a part of that world. How we go about quantifying people and events is now increasingly based on new paradigms that can provide a false perspective both for viewed and viewer alike. It's like you need to see things in a new way and try to see beyond like what people say to kind of heal a bruised ego, or what they are saying to protect themselves against broken heart and things like this. And I think the one that will be on the losing end is actually you, because it seems like here it will be more opportunities. With the Seven of Cups, it's like having a lot of opportunities and still being able to work towards their goal, even though it's not as fiery anymore. The fire has burned out, but they are not giving up. On your end here, it's a lot of sadness, it's a lot of misery. So you might feel like you are on the top of the world right now, but that won't be how you will feel in the end of the summer if you don't take a chance now. And for some of you Geminis, as I said, you will be the one that has given the opportunity of moving forward, or given the opportunity of taking, giving someone a chance. And if they are not taking it, well, there will be a time of loneliness and assessment. Like you will look back and evaluate what just happened, and you will learn from this, and you won't do the same mistake again, and you will soon be able to have like a new opportunity. I will take, for those of you that have given someone else a chance and they didn't want to take it, maybe you expressed your love to someone or something else. So it will just be like a little pause for you before things moving on again. And you see you have very a great companion. I don't really know the name of that bird. I ought to, but I have to read again. See, the bird is a kingfisher, a harbinger of tranquility, accompanies her, and together they will wait. So for those of you that have been giving someone else a chance, or trying to get like the show on the road, and you haven't been like really faced with cooperation, better things will come to you. Patience, waiting for the right moment. Time is but a stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it, but while I drink I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains. We must also be wary of being devoted time and effort into something, and we want to imagine perfection, but sometimes worthy opportunities may be lost if they are overlooked in anticipation of some intangible better options to arrive. So we also need to, if you are the one have been giving the chance to someone, and don't end up waiting forever. Take another chance if it's given to you, because I don't see this energy changing anytime soon. Okay, but there's a time and a place for everything, so wait for the right moment. And it's a lot with sand here. Sand, it's kind of time running out, gold turning to sand, things being wasted. If someone is wasting your time, don't let them waste more of your time. I think there's better things waiting for you out if you just let this thing go and take another chance. We'll see here with a past life oracle card what's behind all this moon and Three of Swords, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, big sadness. Because I think the reason to why one person doesn't take the chance that's given here is because of a past wound. It's wars and battles. Fives are usually like this harmony, wars and battles. So it might be like more important for a person to win than to actually get their needs met, because this is how they have survived before. So maybe this is you. Maybe you have survived by, this is the orphan child, the little Page of Swords that needed to grow up too quickly and take care of themselves because they didn't trust other people to do so for them. So maybe you have gotten so used to being in war that you can't recognize a chance when it's given to you. And therefore you are going to stay and end up alone like this until you see that you also have needs that needs to be met, and to be able to take a chance and risk something. risk having this situation again, but to live a life and just like anticipate the next war, or to always be this mindful person that's always trying to get out of top and not let anyone else win over them. It's not a full life, it's a half life, and it's a life without connection, and it's a very, very, very lonely life. So I don't wish that upon anyone. So please get more brave, get yourself out of this position of protecting yourself against war and therefore starving on your own. It doesn't seem like a pretty picture. I think you can do better. I think you can be braver. I think you can take some responsibility and take action and get this show on the road. So my dear Gemini, I hope this helped, and I want you to take really, really, really good care of yourself and don't miss out on wonderful opportunities. There's a last chance. The train hasn't really left the station just yet. I want to say thank you for watching, subscribing, and commenting to my videos. And I want you to take really good care, and I hope to see you again in the beginning of July. Okay, bye-bye.